Hello again, everybody. I'm Steve. I'm an alcoholic, and this video is going to be about my experience with step 10 of the 12 steps of recovery. And step 10 says, continue to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly admitted it. The suggested reading associated with step 10 is pages 84 and 85 in the big book, and of course, step 10 in the 12 and 12. So step 10 is similar to step 4, and it's sort of an inventory, but it's not written. It's what I call a spot check inventory. And a spot check inventory is becoming self-aware and getting honest about any kind of character defect when it crops up, self-centered fear when it crops up. And the way that I know that it's time for me to do a spot check inventory, which is the essence of step 10, is I'm upset about something. I've got some conflict going on with some person, place, or thing out there in the world, and it's got me burned up. I'm not getting my way. I feel like someone's wronged me. I'm pissed off. I'm hurt. My feelings are hurt. Stuff like that. It's just I'm upset about something. Something's going wrong and I'm upset. That's my trigger. Somewhere in our literature it says, if I'm upset, then there's something wrong with me. And that sounds kind of jerky, but basically suffering is created basically when we're not getting our way. In my own human brain, I've decided that I want this and it's not happening, so I'm pissed off, or I don't agree with someone, or they've wronged me, or I'm angry at them, or what have you. Some drama has popped up. That's when I say to myself, what's my part in this? And I do this regularly, in my marriage, at work. If I have a spat with a friend, we disagree about something. Regularly in my life, after 10 years of sobriety, I have to call people or talk to them and say, you know what? I acted selfishly in this situation, and I want to take ownership of it, and I want to apologize and say that I acted, out of self-centered fear, out of selfishness. And so again, it's about being self-aware, being honest about my character defects, also known as self-centered fears, when they crop up, taking ownership of them. And again, we're back to when I have to do an inventory around a situation, around some drama that's got me upset in my life. It's important that I identify my side of the street versus their side of the street, the other side of the street. And my side of the street is I try to keep it clean, and it's just, what do I have control over? My thoughts and my actions, and that's it. And I don't stick my nose into other people's business trying to tell them what I think they should or should not do, because that's on their side of the street. And I only have control over what's on my side of the street. So that metaphor comes up again in recovery when you talk about these things. Things that I will ask myself when I'm doing a 10th step inventory: what's my part in this? What did I do to create this drama or this negativity or this conflict in my life? And again, if I acted selfishly, I've got to take ownership of it and say and apologize to that person and take ownership of that behavior. And once in a while, I will have a situation that's got me upset, and I do an inventory around it. And even after I've talked to my sponsor, I can't really see my part in it. Something's happened to me that's got me upset, and I can't see where my own selfishness, my own self-centered fear has caused this drama. It's not clear to me, in which case I have to grow some acceptance around it. So step 10 also involves acceptance. What's my part in this? If I acted selfishly, I've got to take ownership of the behavior and amend it, maybe make an apology or what have you. If I can't see my part in the situation that's got me upset, then it's time to grow some acceptance. So it's almost like a flow chart. It's either going to lead to making an amends or growing some acceptance. And again, we're back to serenity, meaning that this step is the goal of this step is to not be walking around carrying these dramas, carrying this upset, carrying this resentment, carrying this hurt. When these things crop up in my life, I've got to take action to rectify them and get rid of them, because my sobriety is contingent upon my serenity. I don't want to feel upset. I don't want to feel like I've got drama going on. And step 10 is a huge tool in part of that. And character defects, they don't go away. They lessen in severity. These dramas that I'm referring to, they're fewer and far between after 10 years in sobriety, but they still do crop up. Selfishness is a bear, and I still catch myself acting selfishly, but not nearly as much as I did early in sobriety. So again, it's all about serenity, and step 10, incorporating step 10 in my daily life is a major tool for maintaining my own serenity, thereby maintaining my sobriety. Thanks.